I now want to show you what it looks like when a pier is down in the hole, actually the form, and it's placed properly, it's level, and it looks good. Now you're going to see why it's so important to take the time to build the frame if you're going to do piers, because you can use the frame to tell you exactly where the pier's got to be. Look at this. So here's that form. It's down in the hole. You can see there's the bottom. Comes up. I've got a level on it. The pier's perfectly level both directions. And most importantly, you can see I'm looking right down the line of the shed, and you can see another pier that I put in, and that one's almost halfway buried. What happens is you do not want to just leave the form like this and start pouring concrete, because I guarantee you will move the form as you pour concrete. So I'm going to get back down in the hole and very gently start to place soil around this, and that soil will hold the form perfectly in place, and it won't move as we pour the concrete. What's really, really important is to make sure that the soil underneath the pier is compacted. And sometimes you have to put in a little soil here and there to get it level. And I use this really nice old-fashioned 8x8 tamper. It's a steel plate with a big, nice long steel handle. And boy, it sure does the job to tamp that soil underneath this pier. But once again, you can see what I did. I happen to have a line here. This pencil line right there, I marked out. I know that that is the center line of the pier, and it's between two floor joists. You can see I marked out where the floor joists were going to be on the form, and I've got the pier perfectly centered in between those floor joists. That's really, really important. You'll see that when we go to build the frame and put the beams in and have the 6x6 support that's going to rest on top of this concrete pier. Really, really important to get these things in the right place. I hope it's all starting to come together in your head, where you can see if you just take the time, create this frame that's going to be the actual outside dimensions of your, of your shed, that boy, you can get things just right. You can get things exactly where you want them, and you're going to see this all come together in the upcoming videos, because I'm going to, once we start to place the concrete, we put the anchor bolts in, and we eventually place the 6x6. If everything's been done right, it's going to line up perfectly. And, it's the same old thing, do it right, not over. That's the key right here. So take your time. It's very, very important at this stage of the project that you take your time and get it right. Because if the foundation's wrong, you're going to have a nightmare all the way through the rest of the project. I guarantee it. I'm Tim Carter for AsktheBuilder.com.
If you want to discover more home improvement tips, go to AsktheBuilder.com.